Greetings and welcome to the PLSQL channel, a series of video trainings on the Oracle PLSQL language. My name is Ferusten, and I'm a PLSQL developer just like you. This lesson is the first in my series on input-output in Oracle PLSQL, and we'll be covering an introduction and overview. To get the most out of this webinar and all the other lessons in this series and the rest of my PLSQL channel series, you should have a working knowledge of PLSQL. In other words, if you've never written any PLSQL code, you'll certainly find these lessons useful, but even more useful if you've got some experience under your belt. I'm assuming an Oracle version of 10.2 or higher, and I will point out when I'm referencing any Oracle 11g features. In terms of demonstration code, I'll be running lots of scripts demonstrating features of PLSQL, doing performance analysis, and so on. Unless otherwise mentioned, all the code that I run is available to you as well. Visit the toadworld.com/sf URL, which is otherwise known as PLSQL Obsession. Click on the companion files for the training, demo.zip, and when you unzip that file, you'll find all the scripts that I'll be using in my code, in my lessons. As well, click on Training, Seminars, and Presentations, and you have access to all the different PowerPoints that I use in my trainings, including the webinars that I'm recording, though what you're getting is a lot more detail than what you'll find online. So lots of resources for PLSQL developers. Do check them out. In addition, some other websites you might find useful as a PLSQL developer. First, the PLSQL Challenge, a daily quiz for PLSQL developers and Oracle technologists with weekly, monthly, and quarterly prizes. So join the quiz, join the challenge, and you'll learn a lot about PLSQL and hopefully win some cool prizes. And finally, you can visit stephenfeuerstein.com to sign up for my monthly PLSQL newsletter. So let's talk about input-output in PLSQL, and what I'm talking about is input-output not related to relational tables. Because the bottom line is, even when you're working with an Oracle-based application, you don't always read information from nor write data to a relational table. That's the main operation from an input-output standpoint, but that's not all. Sometimes we need to read and write operating system files. Sometimes we want to display information from our programs out to the screen, system output. Sometimes we want to send emails from within PLSQL. And sometimes we're going to need to take advantage of special built-in packages that provide specific functionality to help us do some of these things that are not related directly to the DBMS database operations. So what are some of the relevant technologies that we'll be looking at in this series? First of all, utilfile, the core package for reading and writing operating system files. DBMS lob, which will allow us to manipulate B files, binary files, large raw documents. We'll take a look at external tables, which allows you to treat a file as if it were a relational table. You can select from a file using SQL. It's pretty interesting stuff. DBMS output, of course, that standard package for sending text to the screen. We'll talk about how to use it and perhaps why you should avoid using it. Utilmail to send emails from within the Oracle database. And I'll also touch on using Java stored procedures. So you can use external procedures, C code, and Java code stored procedures for operating system related activities, including input-output. What I'll do simply in this series is show you an example of using Java to extend utilfile to add additional I/O for files that is not supported in utilfile. So next steps. Download the demo zip if you have not already done so, and proceed with your exploration into the options for input-output in Oracle PLSQL, and the first will be utilfile. So thanks for joining me on this introduction. I hope it was useful to you, and of course it's just the starting point, so get started, go exploring, and happy PLSQL coding.